Hi everyone, it's Gail, and I am starting on fall journals. I'm so excited. So, what I decided, as I said, I am not able to go to my usual fall retreat because of my grandson's football. So, I think I'm going to retreat with you guys. I'm going to do this in a series, and it'll be as if we're at the retreat together. So what I think I'll do is doing it as a series. I think I'll also put it under my start to finish journals playlist, even though it's not exactly start to finish on all of them. But anyway, so that's my plan, is to do it as a series and just work as if we're at the retreat. So let's say hi and hugs and we'll get started. Hi and hugs to Lala, Twyla Sue, Anita, and Jean. Thank you so much for watching and your kind comments. Okay, so I have 8 journals that we're going to do. 8 journals that I want to do for fall. And I have gone ahead and sewn in the signatures on 7 of them because you guys have seen that many times, but I thought I'd save one so that if there was someone who hadn't ever seen sewing in of a signature, we could show them at least how we do it, huh? Okay, so this is the last one that I need to sew in. So first thing I'm going to do is kind of make sure that all of my pages are where I want them to sit. And then we'll get them sewn in. Do I have enough pages in this one? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. I sure do. Okay. So those are all situated. Now we're going to, this is going to be a little different doing this soft cover, but I'm just going to make sure the front and the back are kind of lined up like so. And then we'll clip these in just like any other journal. Yeah, so I've been super excited to get going on these, and you know, we've been making a lot of ephemera and stuff. Okay, that doesn't line up quite right. Yeah, this is going to be a little tricky. Is that better? I think that's better. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get these all put all sewn in, and then we can start decorating, really, is what we have to do, because like I say, we've been making ephemera and such for a while now, just because I knew this batch was coming up, and kind of like Christmas, as you're making ephemera and you've got this coming up, you might as well get some made for it. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay, so I'm going to take my handy little book cradle, Crafty Cat USA on Etsy. Has the book cradles, and poke 3 holes. I'm going about an inch down from the edge, and then an inch up from this edge. And there we have it. Now it's going to be, it's not going to be that tricky. I thought they might, the holes might really blend in, but they're pretty obvious. I think we're okay. Okay, and we'll just go in the middle and through the bottom. And then this one, we want to pull that tight and go in kind of at an angle so we don't split the thread. If you split the thread, you can't tighten up the signature in there, so we don't want to do that. Thank you all for the thoughts on my son-in-law. He is out of the hospital and recovering well. So far, so good on that little incident. Holy cow. That's like, seriously, that's my worst nightmare when we're out in the woods. To get bit by a rattlesnake, that's just terrifying. Just terrifying, but he's recovering. Okay, so that's all done. So now what I will do is I'm going to get this stuff put away into all of its little spaces that it goes. And then I'm going to put this back into its little sleeve. Got the fabric flip there, and so that's going to go into here because this is not the first one I'm going to work on. You guys gave me your suggestions on the first one, and I think this is it. This was the one I wanted to do first, which has the digital from Vintage Studio 717. That's the one we're going to work on first. So even though, I've got 8 of the same subject, now that the signatures are sewn in on all of them, now I'm going to go back and I'll do page edges and decorating, but I'll do them one journal at a time. If I come across a piece in the pre-made ephemera that I'm like, oh, that's perfect for, I don't know, journal number 7, then I'll pull that out and we can put that with that. But we've got, look at this big old thing of ephemera already. And that's not to say we won't make some more, because I bet we do. I bet we do. Okay, so this one, I'm going to put this aside. This will be the closure. It's going to go like this on the outside of the journal. But let's see, what would we like on page edges, if anything? Would we like something? Okay, one suggestion was I do have some of these leaves left, and it was suggested that I just like kind of put those on the edge of a page, and I think that would be cute. So let's do that first. Okay, where's my book weight to hold things down? And the book weight's available on my Gail's Favorite Things. I always like to say that just because otherwise I get questions. Maybe I'll grab the art glitter glue too. Okay, off we go. Yeah, so did you guys bring snacks? Because that's the other fun part of a retreat, is the snacks. Oh, but yeah, I just hate to miss, but I'm just going to go down about that far, and then we'll just kind of pop these on here. I guess kind of 2 at a time. Yeah. And the 70s music in the background. I'll be missing that too. And the eating out. Or, well, the fall retreats and Anaconda. So we take turns on that one. We take turns cooking. So it's always fun because, you know, different folks have different recipes that you're not maybe used to having. So I think this is going to be fun. It's going to get smushed a bit from the closure, but that's okay. I think I'll do that one. Maybe I'll put that one on. It's kind of folded, but there. So that's that edge. Cute. And I mean the leaf will get smushed, but that's okay. Okay. So it looks cool on the back too. So let's do this side too. So yeah, my son-in-law's feeling better. I'm feeling better day by day. Just kind of takes a bit. But and Mike's just hung in there and has not caught it. Not caught my little illness, so that's been great. But I've been pretty isolated too. Somebody said, Gail, you should just be resting. Well, I was, but I get so bored. As you know, I just kind of go, and to not go drives me nuts. So it's a matter of, do I want to lose my mind, or do I want to come down here and craft even though I'm not 100%? I want to come down here and craft. That's what I want to do. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a dark one. Okay. And maybe a nice orange one. It's almost a different texture and everything. I do think I have enough of these leaves to do several of the books with the edge like this. Let's just get a oh, and there's another folded one. Maybe put a little glue in various spots that I see that are sticking up. Okay. I'm going to leave that for a minute, and we're going to look through here and see what we have for pockets and stuff. Well, first of all, we have this. And I have those words. I'm just going to stick those up there. Put the leaves back in. Okay. So, you know, I was thinking I don't really have fall belly bands to speak of. Ooh. That's actually, well, I could lay that down. Isn't that similar? Oh. Okay. Let me grab, I know I have in my to-do box. Let's see. I was looking, I knew that I had these in the to-do box, but they're not super fallish. This one is. This one's September, but it's not big enough to be a belly band, really. I guess you could put it in the middle of the page, but I think I'd like a bigger one. Let's see if we have a Edith Holden fall page. Got December and June in my little bin here, so let's see what we might have in here. May, June, July, November. Shoot. Okay, well, maybe one other place to look here is in here. Maybe there's some June. Thought there might be something that looked real fallish in here. That could be the size for a belly band. Ooh, that one. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. Boy, I got that little paper holder that's kind of at a slant. I got it at a garage sale at the last retreat, and I have really enjoyed that. I'm glad I picked that up. Okay, I'm going to set this over here to be drying. Okay, I'm going to want this to be 8.5, and it's too big right now. So let's cut it down. That can be stamped on. So about 8.5, maybe even a little bit less. Okay. And then it's just a matter of kind of folding it wonky. I'll go like that. Yeah, it seems like no matter how much pre-made stuff you have, there's always things where it's like, oh, I really want this or that, you know, and don't have that. So I love this though. This is nice. Just had to kind of look through things and see. See, now we could leave this open, which I think I'll do. That way something can be tucked in there if we want. Since I don't know yet, we'll just give that a little glue right there. And then we still have the option of tucking something in there. You gonna stick? Okay, and then I'm gonna put something down here so I don't make a mess. There we go. Okay, now we have a belly band for this one. Okay, cool. All right, now what other pockets do we have? And keeping in mind the Edith Holden-y kind of look of the of this journal, and generally I try to put 6 pockets or page decorations, 6 on the front of the signature, 6 on the back. So that's what we'll kind of go for. Oh, these are tags. They're misfiled. Let's put them back here with the tags. Okay, we've got a couple of sacks, it looks like. I think this sack would go well. So let's put that with that. Don't think that little guy's gonna go. Put that in there. I keep getting them upside down. I'm gonna give that a maybe. I'm gonna give this one a maybe. I'm gonna say no to that one. I think that one would be nice in there. Oh, here's another sack. Another couple sacks. But I think the one I chose would go the best. Okay. One of these page thingies. Page pockets. That maybe could go. And then anything we don't use, we'll just pass along to, you know, the other ones that we have. Maybe this one. I'm going to put that in the maybes. Okay. Say no to that one. This one maybe. Okay, what else do we have? Of course, I have more things to put in pockets than I have pockets. Why is that always the case? This is a flip. That might go. This might be too dark. I'm not sure. Anyway, well, we've got a few things to start with. Got a feeling we're going to be making some things too. Okay, so I'll put this aside and we'll see what we've got here. I like to usually put the fabric flip kind of in the front. Ooh, that does look nice there with those mushrooms. So we have that. And then I kind of like the belly band in the back. Just sort of my own, I don't know, would you call it a formula, sort of? Yeah, I'm going to put that there. That looks really nice across from that. So, good. All right. So we have that, and then a little pocket there. That's nice. I was looking at these, so that counts. That counts as a pocket. So maybe I go more midway or something with this sack. And I don't want to cover up writing space, but and I don't really want to cover up this sort of space either. What if we did here? I think that'd be nice. So let's go to the other side and see what we could put here. We could do that. Do that. Have to go that way, which wouldn't be bad. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see. I may be able to go faster than I would at a retreat because I won't be blabbing so much. Let's see where I mean, I wouldn't mind putting something on there. Or on this one, just because, you know, see if I put that on there, then it'll flip out. This will be on the other side. Yeah, and then that'll flip out and be writing space. But I like how the flowers go together. So let's do that with that. And then let's go to the other side. This is the wrong way. I would rather, you know. So I'm going to say no on that. See what else we have here. What do you do when you like everything? That I don't like. But I think I like that one the best. Wait a sec. I was going to put them on here, wasn't I? Yeah, but I'm thinking I might put this one here. Now that I did that, okay. Okay, that's good. So what is that? Is that like 4 or 5 things? 1, more or less 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I'd like to do something here too. That goes nicely there, doesn't it? Okay. And the other side. That's okay. That's nice. Let's put that on there. Okay, so that. Yeah, I think that might be okay. 1, 2. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna save these 3 for another journal. can always add more as we're decorating too. Okay, so we're gluing. That's exciting. That's exciting. I don't know what I'm doing. I usually put it on the fabric, but oh, I did all right. Is she out of sorts? Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Oh, goodness. Okay. So there's that. I love that. And I love this. This has a little tuck right there for a journaling spot in there. Yeah, I like it. And then a tuck here. Cool. Autumn, September. And that's already glued, right? No, we didn't glue it yet. Okay. I will. Just give that a little glue on the corner there. Okay. And this, we can either make it a tuck in the back or tuck on the side. I think I'm going to go side. Yeah, I'm going to go side. Now, question is, do we want the lace to hang out a little bit? I kind of like that look, so I'm going to do it. Just have a little hangout. We've got a tuck there. We can put something there. And then on the side as well. Excuse me. Okay. We've got our little collage page. This guy, I could glue here and here and we could stick something in the back. I think I might do that just as an option. Okay. Yeah, and what I'll do is, as we get these done, I'm just going to save them, and I'll just post all of these on my Etsy as I do after a retreat, just all at once. Okay, then this one, he's going to be a little tricky. And he's a little tricky because I've got this, and it's kind of doesn't want to bend right there, so I think we'll bend there. Okay. So right about like that, I think. Okay. Using Fabri-Tac because we're gluing fabric here. Just trying to spread that out a little bit so it doesn't leak through quite as badly. It just makes a pretty little decoration down that side, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, and then that will flip out. Okay. And that, and a pretty little leaves. Could have put something in there too. Okay, we'll think about that. I might just decorate those. Okay. Okay, this one's just going to be here, here, and here, and it's going to be a side tuck. And because there's writing space, we're replacing the writing space that we're covering up. So that's good. I love these full page pockets. I think they're just really fun. And it's fun on that page because the edging has fun designs. The edging from Vintage Studio 717. Yeah, I'm excited to see what else Jessie comes up with for these kits. I know she's gonna do ephemera too. So I don't know, we may have to leave some spots in case she gets that done for autumn before I'm done here. You know, it's the whole, you know, with crafting, you really have to kind of, like, in order for people to be able to use these in the autumn, I need to get them done now, you know. I think I'm just going to go top loading on this because there's not a lot of room around. This is a prescription bag from Walmart. Heaven knows we get plenty of those, so they're awesome to save and use for making stuff. Okay. Excuse me. Might be time for another cough drop. Okay. Okay, and then there's this, which can flip out and be written on. So we're not going to glue that side down. We're only going to glue this side down. And let's go down a little bit so we can put something taller in that. And okay. Love it. All right, and then this, we need to do the edge, don't we? I'm sure Jessie is busy with kids starting school and all that kind of stuff to be able to do digital's probably not high on the priorities right now. Let's see. I'm going to go up a little ways just in case. Excuse me. Better get a cough drop. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just the residual, you know. All right. Looks like I threw one of these away. That's not good. Okay. I'm not sure, but what this doesn't need something right about there. Okay. Are we falling apart here? Am I going to have to call it? I hope not. Okay. All right. So that's a decent start, isn't it? Should we see what we have to tuck in? Might as well. Okay, let's see. This needs a journaling card. Oh my gosh, I love this one so much. I think it's just the right size too. What better place to put it than my friend Jessie's digital, right? Oh, but is it too big for here? Oh, look at her peek around that. That's cute. Okay, do I have something else? Oh, I do. I've got just these little envelopes. I could put one of those in there, but let's decorate it a little bit. Do something to it, huh? You know, I've got, oh, maybe that's too small. It's just a little mushroom sticker. You know what? I'm just going to put that on there. It's just sitting on my desk. Just to give it a little something, but then you can write on quite a bit of it. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Super happy with that. We've got writing space there. And then we've got herself. So cute. Okay. Something bigger can go in there. I have a lot of tags. I do not have a lot of journal cards. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to have to make some. I think I might actually. This is like the only one in, well, yeah, the only journal card. The rest of everything is tags. Except for these guys. Okay, well, there is one of these too. That'd be cute in there. That's cute. Okay, let's grab a master board and let's make some journal cards because I obviously need them. Let's see. I have it right here. I'm just looking at what I might prefer here. Let's do this one. So, for any newbies, these are just scraps that I put on this catalog, or this is a magazine. Scraps on this side, writing scraps on this side. So, just nice to have when you know you need some stuff. So, I'm going to clean up the edge where I tore it out of the book a little bit. It was so fun on Instagram yesterday. Addie's volleyball team, they had media day and they get their pictures taken, you know, to use throughout the year and all that kind of stuff. But they made some fun little videos. Oh, Mike and I were just like, this is so fun. So if you ever want to look, it's Colorado Mesa University Volleyball, CMU Volleyball on Instagram. So much fun. These cute girls. And I love it so much because I just feel like Addie's having the time of her life. I just love it. I think I'm going to cut this right down here. And then I'm going to cut this into thirds. About how big is it? 11. So if I went 2 3/4 maybe. 3. Looks like it's bigger than that. 3.5. 3.5 and 3.5 is 7. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. And then this one, I'm just going to do somewhat in half for tags. Okay. Well, at least we got a few going. And let's just go around the corners. Yes, I've apparently been neglectful of the journal cards and just gone crazy with tags, haven't I? Okay, so let's get these decorated up. Well, I'm going to go what I think is close to an hour because I didn't look at my watch before I started. I was too excited to get going. I am really excited to have this project underway, and you know, and we'll just work on it in between other things. And it'll just be an extended retreat. Let's call it that. Okay. The other thing I'm thinking is I have a lot of glue pages that are in the shape of a journal card that we could also go ahead and collage. That might be a good thing to do too, to get some bases. But let's get these decorated. At least we'll have a few. I think I might do that one that way. This one and this one. Okay. Let me see if I have anything in here that a lot of those are smaller. Okay. So I'll go to my big fungi. There's I like that there. This guy's too tall. Yeah. Too big. Yeah, if I had one suggestion for Marta at Marry Me Small Art, it would be to size the images a little more friendly for ephemera. I mean, there's a variety of sizes, which is good, but a lot of them are just too big. See? Yeah. That one might work there, and then I could put a label there. Okay, whoop. This tall one. Have to cut some of that off, but that would be okay. I think I'll use that. Okay. All right, and then I'm looking in my bin here to see if there's anything else I want on this. Yeah, I think maybe some little labels is about it. Excuse my reach. All right. Is there such a thing as ODing on cough drops? Because I might be close if there is. Okay, there's that guy. Okay. Just kind of want that right there by this. And then this one, I think I might go this way with it, should I? Oh no, I like that better. Okay. Just a lack of journal cards. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, shoot. Should have changed out. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Could just wrap around, couldn't I? Yeah, that's nice. Okay, label there. Let's see if we have one of the mushroom labels that would work. That'll do it. Fungi can stay dormant underground for decades until weather conditions are right to produce mushrooms and distribute pores. Don't say I never taught you anything. Fungi can stay dormant. All right. So we did that. Now, is that going to help us in any of our spots we need? Let's see. I was thinking about the other side of the Edith Holden, which is where? Here. Yeah, put that one there. Good. Okay, and these can go in the box with the other few that we have. Okay, well, that's why I really like having those master boards ready to go when we need them. I do. Okay, where were we? We're about up to here, aren't we? Right up to here. Okay. This little pocketed one would go nice in there. Okay, first of all, I feel like I want something to grab onto here. And then we need to put little things in it. So let's check out what we've got here. I kind of just want to scrap. I've got the scraps easy at hand too. Oh, look. That master board's already cut. What is this? Oh, these are all master boards. Okay. What'd I do with my scraps then, guys? Oh, they just sunk down in the bag. Okay. Huh. Well, I'm glad I found that. I think we might cut those up and kind of get those ready too. Might be another session of ephemera, but let's get a scrap. I don't know what I have here, but just a little something for a tag here. Yeah, that would work. Can't find my scissors. Got them buried. Got them buried. Snap back in. And then we'll try and fill it. Where's my blue pages? Here they are. I think I told you my upsetting thing that I sent the Wizard of Oz journal to the wrong address for the winner of the Patreon drawing. Well, as of yesterday, it looks like it's on its way back to me, so I can get a tour with the right address. Oh, I couldn't believe that happened. I was just sick. Okay, well, look at that. We'll go in there nicely. Have any other little ones? Oh, I know I've got somewhere in here. Wonder if that'll go on the other side. Yep. And then I had some stamped ones, I thought, in here. Just having trouble locating them. There they are. That little guy. Okay. Okay, let's put that in our sack. Yes, I like that. Okay. So now we need go figure, we need a journal card to go in there. This one's nice and fits right in there. Perfect. Okay. So there's that. This one needs tags. We have lots of tags until we don't, you know. That's how that goes. This is a nice thin one. I like that black kind of pops there. I'm looking for any other thin ones. Okay, we might need to make a thin tag. This one could go in there. We need one more. We're skinny. Are you skinny? You're skinny. Yay. Okay. And then something to go in the side, which could be a tag. This has a little pocket. I like that. Let's put some tickets in there. Just something kind of fun to play with. Yeah. Oops, looks like I'm out of time. I just looked. Okay, well, we'll stop there. Let's see, next time, we'll continue this next time. We'll also kind of cut up some more master boards. These can go with the master boards. Okay. Well, it's a good start on this little series of autumn journals. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a grateful day. Be kind always. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.